Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to another Wear Test Wednesday here on my channel. I am going to be trying out a foundation that I'm pretty sure that I don't like, but I wanted to give it another shot. Number one, because it's Laura Mercier. Number two, because I don't have the packaging and I cannot return it. I want to find a way to make this foundation work, and I'm going to be doing another 10-hour wear test trying out this foundation. I have not used it in a long time, probably a few months. What I remember of this foundation is that it's super yellow, number one. Like all of the shades are really, really yellow, and it creases so much on my skin, like so bad. That's what I remember of it. So let's see if that still rings true. I'm going to be using the same primers that I always use. Let's just see how it wears. Curious to see if my thoughts are still, like if I still remember that I don't like this foundation. So if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I do a Wear Test Wednesday every other week reviewing a new foundation or just a foundation in general. I'm going to prime my skin using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm also very aware that I have like makeup residue. I did a very smoky eye yesterday and I just did not have it in me to wipe all of it off before I went to bed. Not the best thing to do. Let's go ahead and prime my face. And I think I'm going to be using the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I did not have this primer when I originally tried this foundation, and I know that this helps with my lines and my creasing and help making the foundation stay on my face longer. That's another thing that I remember about this foundation is that it just completely wiped off. Like if I went like this to my face throughout the day, it came right off. I don't know, maybe this Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer can help with that. I don't know, maybe this will be the saving grace for the foundation. Also, I'm annoyed that I'm breaking out so much. I don't know why. It's probably stress from moving. I did also just paint my nails. That's why they look questionable. I do really like the packaging of this foundation. It has a pump. It's got a like frosted glass bottle, which is always super nice. I have the shade Ivory. This is not Ivory, guys. Okay, is it even gonna come out? Oh my gosh, it's so yellow. Taking my regular beauty blender, this is just like, do you see that? It's just so yellow. Good thing I'm staying home today. I do remember this foundation applying pretty well. Like it looks nice when you first apply it. It's just how it wears on my skin. I do have oily skin, by the way. And usually like I hear that this foundation works pretty well with people with oily skin. So I was shocked when I tried it and I was like, ooh, this is not good. I would say that this foundation's a good like medium coverage. I would not say it's full coverage considering it's not covering up my little spots right here very well. Last time I wore this foundation, I literally wanted to take it off like a few hours after I had put it on. So I don't know, maybe this video will end like that. I'm hoping it doesn't though. Bring it down my neck because it is so yellow. All right, here's what it's looking like first applied. It does look nice. I would not say that it's anything special right now. Like I think that it looks decent. And like one thing I would say is that it looks just a little patchy. Like there are some areas on my skin that I can see a little bit more redness than others. Let me apply my concealer. I've been loving this e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I think I've used it in every single one of my videos. I'm gonna apply this, see if it can help with the color. Oh man. Oh. And the thing with the color is it's not like too yellow where it looks horrible. It is definitely more yellow than my skin tone is, but I don't think that it like looks horrible once applied. When you first put it on your hand though, it looks like you're applying the shade of a banana to your face. I'm gonna apply a little bit to my forehead because I feel like it looks really bright underneath my eyes and down my nose and the regular places. This is what I do for every single foundation that I wear. I always bring the concealer down my face. I never used to do that until I tried it and was like, oh my gosh, this looks really nice. I definitely can still see my pores, but they do look a little bit minimized. I think that the Tatcha primer is helping with that. And it just looks and feels a little heavy on my skin. I'm gonna take my regular Laura Mercier powder I recently ran out of the regular size, so I just have the little travel size. Let's set it down with, like I said, I'm using my regular powder. That shouldn't change anything. Making sure I really powder my lines right here because that's where it started to go south last time, and like my smile lines. All right, here's the foundation. Completely powdered. It does look matte and it's just feeling a little heavy, but overall I think it looks decent. I can still see a little bit of the patchiness, like unevenness. So let me go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, then we'll be back and we'll just see how the rest of the makeup applies. All right, you guys, I'm back. I just finished up the rest of my makeup. It is 11:14. I am going to call the check-in time 11 o'clock because I did finish up the rest of my makeup around that time, and it just makes it easier for check-in time. So I'm going to have this foundation on for 10 hours today, and to be honest with you, I'm probably just going to be packing. Like, that's the rest of the day. So far, my foundation's looking really nice. Like, it has just a subtle glow underneath of it, but it still is looking matte. It looks more natural than I expected it to be, and it looks really soft. So I don't really have any complaints about it right now other than the shade. And I'm gonna go throughout my day. I'll do some check-ins throughout, and then I'll come back at the end of the night and see, do I still hate this foundation, or is it something that maybe I have found a better combination to wear it with. So I will check back a little bit later today. I am currently icing my knee because I've been up and down the stairs so many times today with moving boxes up, and I for sure need to put heat on my back because I'm so, like, my back hurts so much. Anyway, it is, let's see, 5:11. I've had this foundation on for 6 hours now. Looking in my mirror here, I don't think it looks nearly as bad as it did when I first wore it. I think maybe the primer had something to do with it. I'm not seeing as much creasing in the foundation, but I'm still like kind of bothered by the fact that it's so yellow toned. It just looks really off, like the color looks off. As far as the formula goes, I do think it's wearing better than when the first time I tried it was. I do see some of the foundation coming off on my chin, but like I haven't noticed that it's come off when I have touched my face. Again, it could be the Tatcha primer. So I will check back in at the end of the night and we'll see how the foundation held up. All right, guys, it's the end of the night. It is 9 o'clock. I've had this on for 10 hours, and I gotta say it's not as bad as the very first time I applied it. The very first time it was just like a hot mess. I was creasing, it had rubbed off everywhere. It just looked really, really bad. This time around, I think it looks better, but I will like zoom you guys up close so you can see, but my nose is like, it's definitely rubbed off, and it's completely off of my chin right here, which usually foundations tend to fade on my chin, but not completely. I feel like I have like a little red circle right here. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at on my nose, and then I am like creasing a little bit, and I am somewhat oily. For sure. So let me zoom you in real quick to see what's happening on my nose. I was laying down a little bit, and then I like had my hands up here, and I was in a blanket for a little while. So I kind of was like had a blanket around my face, and I think that's what happened. But as you can see, like on the sides of my nose, it's completely rubbed off. And then on the tip of my nose, it's really patchy. Like, it looks like some areas have completely rubbed off and then some look okay. But you can see like somehow I scratched my nose a little bit and it just completely wiped the foundation off. And then look at my chin. It's not on at all on my chin. So do I hate this foundation? No. With the right primer, I think that it makes it look better, but I definitely have so many more foundations in my collection that I like way, way more than this one. I think that I would move this into the like, it's okay pile out of the, I hate this. I think I learned a big lesson in this video. If you don't like a foundation, try it with a different primer. You may have a different result. Like, I don't think that I would go to wearing this foundation because I know I have to use it with a certain primer to actually make it look good. If I did not use the Tatcha primer, it would look so much worse. My cheeks don't look bad. I mean, they look fine. It's just like, you can see my lines on my forehead a bit. My nose is just, as you guys can see, like it's just really patchy and weird, and I just don't think that this is long wearing. It comes off my skin pretty fast, and because my skin does get oily, if I go like this, like as you can see, it left a mark on my forehead and I barely touched it, and now it's on my finger. So I don't think that this is a foundation that works really well when you have to wear it for a long time. And I do think that it might work better on your skin if you don't have oily skin, because I think that is partially what's making it rub off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!